Okay, class, this is part 2 for your instructional video on writing your first argumentative paper. You have written your introduction in paragraph 1. You have given 2 reasons in paragraphs 2 and 3 why the internet is actually enhancing our mental capabilities, and you have provided evidence and commentary for both those reasons. So now, in paragraph 4, it's time to work on our counter-argument. So, I'll put it to you like this. Anytime you're arguing a stance, you need to recognize your opposition's claims, because that only makes your argument stronger. You have to recognize what the opposition says, and then you need to refute it. In other words, refute means you need to shut it down. So I'm going to tell you what critics of the internet, people like Nicholas Carr, say about the negative things they say about the internet and how it's, dumbing down our society. And then I'm going to offer a refutation, which is where I refute it and say, but that's not accurate. This is how it really is. And when I refute it, I'm going to use evidence from some of my research to make my refutation even stronger. Okay? So if you look at Roman numeral 4 on your outline, you'll see that this is our counter-argument paragraph, and you're going to begin this paragraph by recognizing the opposition's claim. Okay? So I'm going to go to my example paper and show that to you. Okay? Here it is. While some opponents say that the internet is weakening its users' patience, concentration, and ability to effectively absorb knowledge, they're unmindful to the fact that the web is boosting the brain's functions to store and process data. So as you can see, the first part of this sentence recognizes the opposition's claim. Now, this student didn't specifically mention Nicholas Carr, but if you wanted to mention Carr there, you definitely could. Okay? Then, this is where she begins the shutting down process. This is where she begins to refute that claim. Okay? She says, but that's not right. The web actually boosts the brain's functions to store and process data. Okay? Now, if you go back to your outline, this is where you start offering supporting evidence that's going to help in that, help you to refute the counter argument. Okay? Here it is right here. In an experiment conducted by Dr. Gary Small, participants were asked to read a book and then surf the web, performing searches while their brain activity was monitored. The experiment's results proved that while subjects found the books thought-provoking, the internet users' brains were more actively engrossed in complex thought processing. All right, so from here to here, she gives evidence, and now she's going to provide a little bit of commentary. Today's abundant use of internet is molding minds into advanced, intricate thinkers. Okay, that's all you have to do for paragraph 4, which is the counter-argument. All right, I'm going back to my outline. Roman numeral 5 is your conclusion. Every good paper needs a conclusion. You're going to do 2 things in this paragraph. You're going to restate the thesis, of course, in a different way. And you're going to drive your point home, okay? So your conclusion is the last thing that your readers are going to see. And in an argument, you're trying to persuade your readers. So be persuasive in the conclusion. Use persuasive language. Make sure they understand what you're saying and why your point of view is the right point of view. And then part B says looking to the future. And what that simply means is, how do you want your readers from now on, after they read your argument, how do you want them to think about the internet and its users' benefits? Okay, I'll show you an example. Ultimately, the vast, beautiful sea of internet has become a critical asset of today's world. Although it may have a few superficial disadvantages, it is developing its users efficiently in order to meet the demands of an innovative society. Okay? Whoever chooses to dispute this sort of intelligence needs to seriously take a step back and imagine where or what we would be without it. The internet is one of the greatest factors responsible for the ever-increasing knowledge obtained by mankind. Okay, so in this conclusion, I told you, I drove my point home one more time. I use the word superficial to say, yeah, maybe there are a couple of things that aren't so great about the internet, but they're not important. More importantly, it's letting us meet the demands of the 21st century. Okay? And then I offered, from now on, just think about where we would be without the internet. Can you even imagine? And then I drive my point home one more time. It's the greatest factor responsible for all the knowledge that we as part of mankind are able to obtain. Okay? I hope this video has helped you. Of course, you're going to, that's in the wrong place, excuse that. Of course, this is supposed to be over here. I don't know why it's doing that. But of course, you're going to have a works cited page in alphabetical order with all the bibliographic information from all the sources that you use. Okay? So make sure you do that and do it correctly. All right, that's all for now. Good luck. Please email me with any questions or concerns that you might have.